Hello and welcome to the S&P show,
where we talk about
everything. So today we are going to be talking about fame,
fortune,
power, treasure,
the downfall.
They say that truly you are what you are. Like,
yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
You will become what you always were meant to be.
But even like...
You always are that, what you're going to be. You are what you're going to be. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, but also like when people are like, I want to be an artist, or I want to be a singer, or I want to be an actress. If you are that, then you are that.
Then you are
No one has to be like, here's your trophy to validate you of yourself. To be ultra famous, creating a persona that is otherworldly is just on a different level of pop stardom. In 2025, fame can be bought. It's really easy to be like, I'm famous. There's famous people everywhere, but legendary status.
I'm famous to 700 people. Are you kidding me?
You can buy a blue check mark.
That's crazy. You just pay for it monthly.
Like, I'm famous. You have the delusion of being famous. And I think that is a big thing in our generation of fame and delusion. When we're talking about fame and going back to someone who's an ultra mega star and does everything, that's really rare. For someone to have that and not have any help with writing songs. That's the difference between fame and legendary status of you really are this entity that can do it all.
Untouched.
And that's just God's will. I think that there's a lot of marketing into making someone famous. You can put so much money behind a song and it could be the worst song in the world and it can just be a hit because of how much money is being pumped through it. And it can reach so many.
Though?
I think that
to be a hit though?
In 2025, hits can be made with a lot of money.
But to be made hits, to be replayed and reach 1 billion streams.
What do you think a hit is?
A hit is something that you hear everywhere and you can't escape it. That's a hit song.
True.
And also, like, you don't get streams by blasting them on everything. People listen to your music.
Yes.
And once you reach a certain like threshold as far as streams and plays and things that are bought, that's where you're respected.
Do you think that just because something has 1 billion streams?
Because perfect example is Rebecca Black. So much promotion, so much on that song. Everybody loved that song. Nobody goes back and plays it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So,
but nobody
was that
says
a
that
hit song?
No, exactly.
But that song changed her career.
No, she's still doing nothing.
But that song is still played everywhere, even though she doesn't have a stature of like a real famous artist. But I
don't think it's a hit song, but I think it's an unforgettable melody. You can't forget it. It's so stupid.
It's Friday. It actually is Friday.
You can't forget it. It is Friday.
It's Friday.
But it's so like, you'll never forget it.
In my opinion, this is just my take on it. I feel like now I can confidently say, this is just my take. You can pump a bunch of money in a song and make it a hit. That doesn't mean it's timeless.
No.
So do you think that hits and timeless songs are the same thing?
Yes. Because if Rebecca Black's song was a hit, she would have had a lasting music career. And 2, she's not.
So what would you say? Okay, so you think a hit makes a lasting music career?
Any song that is a hit is a lasting song, is a timeless song.
The only thing, yeah, that's true. But then like one hit wonders.
They are the same thing.
So one hit wonders.
Yeah. One hit wonders are just sometimes a lack of the artist themselves.
Yeah.
Talent has nothing to do with work ethic. So she could have been really good if she continued, but she didn't.
She couldn't.
She couldn't.
But okay, so when we talk about hits and talk about fame and talk about artists that have longevity, who would you say right now has that undeniably? I'm not talking about like Ariana Grande. I'm talking about like now.
Nobody's like doing it the way people, no one.
Do you think that timeless artists and fame exists?
Yeah, of course.
So there still will be superstars.
There's still, yeah, always. But I think like right now is like the new generation of like who's like,
it's figuring it out right now. It's trying to figure out what is actually going to last.
We already have like a good list, like people that have super established careers, and we will never forget them, are all the pop girlies at the top right now. That's Billie Eilish, like
for sure.
Olivia's gonna come out with a new album. Here comes everyone running back, like Sabrina Carpenter, Tate McRae, like Somber's honestly climbing up there.
I think he's gonna do really well.
Addison Rae might climb up there too. Cat's Eye, and then who else? There's got to be a guy.
I don't know.
Those are the
guys.
new and up and coming pop girlies.
I swear I don't know any guys. I know really amazing guy producers. And Ryan Tedder talks about it a lot, about being famous and how he would never give up the life he has for any amount of fame, because
he likes being behind the scene.
Well, how would you feel if you could have everything right now and you're ultra famous, your privacy would be taken away from you?
100%.
You could never go to a grocery store. You could never go to CVS. You could never go anywhere. But like you're like staying at home for the rest of your life.
Being famous is honestly a really like scary thing, and I think it violates so many personal boundaries and privacy, and just it's absolutely brutal. But I think there's a lot of artists who have done a really good job of keeping their life separate. Russ is a perfect example of one.
Russ is amazing. I think that he's so smart and he just knows what he wants, and he's not going to let anyone come in and tell him how his artistry, how his persona, how anything should be. And I think that that's what breaks a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is when you don't know yourself so well that someone else is going to come in and tell you how to be, what to be. And I think that's why Lady Gaga is so amazing too, because Lady Gaga knew what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And she knew what it took. And she's so strong for being able to handle all of that and still be at the stature that she's at right now. I think that is pretty crazy to me.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing, and she also has built such a unique like world, to be honest. She has and it pertains to her. No one can take it away from her. She's also like an incredible vocalist. She plays instruments. She knows how to write music. She knows how to put a good show on. Like she's an all-around person. So I think that serves her well. And I think it has really played a big role in maintaining her fame.
Yeah.
Always.
Do you think that it's easy to become famous?
Yeah, just like you said earlier, pumping money. It doesn't matter. The thing is like, if you're really good and you pump all your money into your stuff, it's going to do well.
It's all about marketing.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I say the hit thing. I do think that a hit and a timeless song now mean different things.
100%. But we're not there yet. We would have to see in 60, 70 years.
I'll see you when I'm 60.
Like the only reason we have our timeless music is because what were we listening to in the 1800s? Like, you know what I mean? But like by Usher will always be a good song.
Oh my God. Can we tell this?
In 30 years when it's going to be like, do we tell this story?
That's kind of a funny story. One of our friends told us this story a couple weeks ago that he was in the room with Usher and everybody. They were making a song. They just came out with the first single of his album. The first single was Burn. I think this was before we were born. Like we weren't even born yet.
I think, or the year we were born. It's got to be like 2000 to 2005. One of those. They
released Burn. Now they're trying to figure out what the second single off the album is going to be. And
they write a really cool song. Everyone's vibing with it.
there's a
Everyone's
bunch
like,
of
"Damn,
people
like,
in the room.
This is cool. A bunch of people in the room. And so I guess they wrap the song up and they present it to someone. I don't know who they presented it to. Who was it?
He said that everyone was in a room. They were all like bopping their heads. They were like, damn, this
Everyone
song
was
is
loving
so
it.
good. Like, this is going to be such a good song. And some random dude that was in the room that got his way in the room stands up and is like, yo, this song is trash. This song is awful. If you release it, it's going to ruin his career. And L.A. Reid was in the room, and L.A. Reid's like, yo, what if this guy's right? If he's right about this, because he's just so passionate about how horrible the song is, I think I'm going to hire him. Like, I'm going to hire him if he's right.
And what if we release this and we actually ruin like Usher's career?
So he was actually worried because someone was so passionate. It was one person in the room with like 20 other people saying the song is awful, the song is trash, and being so crazy. So the song was called Yeah.
Imagine, and now everybody knows that guy as like the guy who tried to ruin Usher's career. Imagine, but think
so
about
now you're done.
Imagine never hearing music like that, like boop, 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 boop. It was like, you know what I mean? They were so like, it was such a different era, but that's my point. Like the Beatles wrote music that hadn't been written before. Now we're at a point where everything's been written.
I don't think everything's been written.
No, not everything's been written, but a lot has been discovered. Like a lot has been discovered.
I think a lot, like every
to create
sound.
a new genre is very
every sound has been discovered, but lyric wise, story wise, there's so many stories.
Story and lyric wise, no.
And tying this all back into fame, I think that true people that have longevity in this industry that are famous, they don't listen to anybody. They do what they want to do. And it's all about trusting themselves and doing what their artistry is about and not reverting to being like, I'm going to cave in, I'm going to do this thing, or I'm going to switch this. Like, you as an artist, you do what you do and don't listen to anybody else.
Yeah. Linkin Park, they wrote, I think it was Hybrid Theory, like their album that like went diamond. And I think they approached like 25 different record labels and everyone denied them. One of those record labels like took them in and they released Hybrid Theory and it went diamond. They sold 10 million copies. You always have to like know.
I hope if you guys are watching this, you are either an artist, a creative, someone who loves making things. If you lead a creative life, you will be so much happier in everything that you do. So I hope that everyone that's listening to this right now resonates with it and knows that right now we're DIY artists. We are build it yourself artists. So the next generation of people that are going to be famous are going to have to build their own teams and do it themselves.
Yes. And if you are someone that wants to work with a record labels are only looking for established artists who have it going for themselves because it's so easy now. I think TikTok is one of the most insane inventions of all time. How is it that you can post to an audience that doesn't even follow you? And I was like, damn, that is crazy.
I think YouTube is the same way. And I think
YouTube is the same way.
I think YouTube and TikTok are the top platforms right now to put your stuff out on. And if you are an artist, put your stuff out on everything, not just one platform.
Everything.
You want to spread out your eggs. And
there's a different group in everywhere.
I love my YouTube channel more than anything in the world. I don't really care about TikTok as much anymore. But YouTube does differently than TikTok does, than Instagram does.
They all have different algorithms and all read your video and your content.
So you really don't know what you're going to blow up on and what you could get recognized on. You just have to really just spread out your eggs.
Yeah. What do you think you would hate the most about being famous?
I think I would hate not having my privacy anymore. Like not being able to, I like going to the park and laying down on the grass and writing and singing and playing guitar by myself.
Oh my God, imagine us not being able to do that. That sucks.
Like, I think that being taken away from me would truly break my heart, because that's my life. That's my childhood. That's my nostalgia. I mean, hey, maybe I'll have a really big mansion. I can just make my own garden of
That's
Eden.
the plan. Even if we didn't make it, like, I think I would always like posting content and like,
of course,
putting my craft out there.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter to me.
I think that's like the number one thing. I preach that to everyone. Like, I don't care who you are. I'm like, put yourself out there. Show everyone what you can do. Whenever you say making it, and I want to ask the audience a question too. What do you guys think making it is? Because
I think making it is like bottom surface level, like just like base level is being able to pay your rent and your bills
with your
music.
art.
Yeah, with your music. That's it. Like if I can pay for a mortgage payment and my car and take care of myself doing my music, like that's all I need. And I feel like there's so much abundance in that like you get to grow even more after that point. Like once you are at that point, like you can grow even more.
That's when I say fame isn't even a factor now, because you don't have to be ultra famous or famous even to do that.
No, it's like
1,000 fans will truly support you. If you have 1,000 fans, that is more
Genuine
valuable.
fans.
Yeah, genuine ride or die fans. That is 1,000,000 times more valuable than having 1,000,000 people watching you. And even now,
I always that in the times, a little off topic, but it is on the topic. I was gonna say, like, in the times that you feel discouraged about like I'm doing this and I'm like feeling heavy and I'm like just when you feel unmotivated, I always try to tell you like, baby, like your YouTube is growing. It's not going down. And you know what I mean?
It's
and there's
always
some
going
people
up.
that this sounds so like horrible, but I truly believe in everyone. But there are people who don't necessarily put in everything that is needed to make a project or to be an artist or to be a creative, but you do, and you passed a lot of milestones. You know what I mean? Like you are at a point where like you shouldn't think otherwise. You're not going to get paid less the more subscribers you get. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, and also, if you truly weren't somebody that people wanted to listen to, you would not be at the point you are. Because there's people who have been doing it for years and they are just like, something's not clicking.
I think a lot of what people are missing is passion.
Yeah.
If you are so passionate about what you do, honestly, talent is not even that big of a factor anymore. If you're super passionate, tenacious, you will get to where you need to be with your art. And you don't need to be a Whitney Houston voice. You don't need to be the best songwriter in the world.
Or the best guitar player.
Yeah, you don't.
Like
you can really make your art and
never
make a
stopping
living.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Never stopping.
You can't stop, and you always have to look to grow. And when it comes to fame, I don't think that fame should be even anything you think about.
Everybody wants attention, but I've never looked at fame like a fun thing, especially the way the world has made it nowadays. You make one mistake and
it's everywhere.
Like, and it's you're the worst person in the world and you're no longer someone that can be supported. And that's just like, I hate that. I don't know why we have this. Like
the internet.
It makes no sense. Like
people like making shit up.
And people like making other people feel like crap.
Even whenever you get your flowers and you're in the spotlight and you're doing it, you're always going to want to strive for more. Like that's not going to be the thing that's going to be like, oh, I'm fulfilled. No, you're always going to want to keep going and making art. And I think that being able to share it and having people hear it is the number one factor for everybody. And it's frustrating when you've put so much time in, so much work in, and you feel like you're still not seen. And that is just something that you're always going to have to fight. I was talking to my producer last week and I was saying, I wish I didn't doubt myself. I wish I thought of myself more, and I wish I believed in myself more. I want to believe in myself as much as like my mom believes in me.
It's so sad that you say that because I'm like, how do you not?
I do.
I believe in you so much. Baby, I think you're the hardest working artist in Los Angeles.
I love you.
I'm like truly independent artist. Like you're one of the most hardest working. Like, but we know everyone that's trying music.
I
and like,
love you.
I can say this confidently, and no offense to any of my friends, but like Sydney is my best friend, and I see her just go, 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 go.
I'm like, whoa, I love you. I was going to say, so we were having this conversation and he was like, you know what though? Like, you need that. You need to doubt yourself. You need to not believe in yourself because as much as
like, oh.
Yeah, because that's what's going to push you. And if you thought you were the shit and you thought you were so amazing, you would never grow.
You should think you're the shit though. You should walk around like, I am the shit.
You know,
you are the shit.
I love you. You're the shit. We're like, you're the shit. No, you're the shit.
No, you're the shit.
But I think that doubting yourself is a part of being an artist forever. If you're an artist and you're listening to this, it's okay that you doubt yourself because that's the only way you're going to grow into more of who you want to be. Creating yourself. I hate when people are like, I used to say this all the time, like, I haven't found myself yet. People would always tell me, you haven't found yourself yet. And I'm like, create yourself.
You are, first of all, everything you are. You know what?
That's what we said in the beginning. We're artists. There's no label for it of like, I'm this or I'm that. It's just, I create, and that is what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
And I will do everything in my power to make sure I'm able to do that for the rest of my life because that's what fuels me and that's my destiny. And I know that's my destiny and no one can reassure me of that, even if I doubt myself.
For me, it's harder to give up. That decision hurts my heart more than continuing to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like imagine being like, I'm done.
When you're 70 years old, you want to look back and be like, I did everything. And again, whatever fame means, you did everything for yourself to make yourself better. As a person, for everyone that you love, you did everything that you could. And that's really the best that you can do. I don't know what fame means sometimes.
I don't know what
it's so distorted. Too. What do you guys think fame means? We want to know what you guys think because I feel like there's so many definitions to it. Is it attention? Is it something temporary or is it something permanent? Is it something that ruins your life or makes your life better? Like, what is fame and why does everyone want it so badly? I used to want it when I was a kid. Like, that's all I would think about is like,
I think there's people,
fame, paparazzi.
I think that's because we're creatives, because there's a lot of people out there who are like, nah, I don't want it.
That's the thing about fame that scares me because we're both the same where we want a family. There is a point in my life where I want to go off the map and be with my family and just do that. And if I wasn't an artist, I really don't think I would care about social media. Because social media is my outlet to show people my art. Social media is not for me to post a picture of myself and be like, look how hot I look. I don't really care.
We're very much in that sense.
You know what I mean?
I just posted for like the first time this year, a few months ago, after like 3-4 years, 5 years of not posting. And I think if I just wasn't like, I need to get started and going, y'all would have never seen me on the gram.
Fame does not mean going viral.
No.
A viral moment is not fame.
Some people are really smart and have used that as their gateway to like, okay, this is the time to go. But I think a viral moment is just a viral moment. It only lasts as long as it is.
It's a blink of an eye and you're done. The only way to be successful now is to never stop. And when you have that viral moment, to keep going, because you're not going to have a viral moment every week after you have the first one. It's going to be, you might get a little bit of attention and then people are going to forget about you.
You got to keep going. So you don't let people forget about you.
For a lot of the famous people we know, because it's so different the way we grew up and who we saw be famous, they were a product before they were a person.
Yeah.
Britney Spears was a product at like 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Timberlake too. He's actually had such a long career and he's good from what we see and what we know, but you really never know.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part about it.
I think we can handle it. I think we'd be okay.
As long as we have each other.
We'll be okay. Honestly, like, it's all about, if y'all canceled me, I'm turning off my phone and watching a movie with Sydney. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's really the attitude, because with now, it's different. There's still tabloids and TMZ, but magazines and your face plastered everywhere and like fake news stories. To be a celebrity, it's not even just tabloids saying things now, it's everybody. So anyone can chime in and say their opinion about you, and you seeing it for that split second may affect you. I
don't think you ever have, but I've never commented on a celebrity or an artist thing, like being like, ew, she looks weird here, or like,
no,
just anything.
Weird.
I think that's so weird. That's so weird.
You always have to remind yourself.
They're a person. I don't know. And they think that because you can upload anything and it's with so many thousands of people that it's like, I can join in the fun and I won't get noticed as much because everyone's doing this. It's like follower mentality.
When you're famous, you become a target. You become a product. You become entertainment for other people.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not looked at as a person anymore.
It's kind of crappy.
That's the one thing, like not being able to control your narrative. The only way I'd be able to control my narrative is through my music. And even if something did happen or someone said something or there was a bad whatever, there's always going to be stuff. Like the more attention you give it, the more it's going to just inflate itself.
Mm-hmm.
And just do you, boo. Do whatever you got to do for yourself. Don't worry about what this person's saying and what that person's saying. And that's why I think with viral moments and becoming famous, I'm good with my slow burn. I'm not in a race. I'm not competing with anyone. I'm the only one I'm looking at.
You should only be competing with yourself.
Yeah, to always one up yourself. Not thinking about, oh, there's this new artist that came out. Now I'm competing with her. Like, that is so the wrong mindset to have, in my opinion. I think it's just self-destructive. And always just do what you want to do. Don't do what everyone else is doing and the trends. I can't stand the trends because
I hate trends.
I think it's so like when I see people doing trends, no hate, all love.
I hate the TikTok trends.
If you do trends, God bless your soul.
We're about to do one this weekend.
If you're happy doing, I think that it's fun. I think you can look at it and it's playful, but it's very obvious to me when someone is constantly doing a trend or a gimmick that I'm like, you want attention and that's what you're aiming for, and that's fine. I don't respect it. I actually want longevity and I want something bigger than that. You're thinking too small. You're thinking temporary. I want people to be able to
connect to me, to connect to you.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes it real, I think. You know, I think Billie Eilish is a perfect example of a really big audience that just connects with what she does.
Billie is bigger than fame. Billie is legend. Billie is timeless. Billie and Phineas are timeless.
All you can do is control yourself and how much you put in.
Yeah. How much work you're putting in. And if you're watching this and you do want to be famous, that's fine too. Just know that if you're not doing what you love while aiming for that, it's going to be a really, really bumpy road trying to balance fame and your life when you have no idea who you are and you're constantly seeking people's approval.
Yeah.
For someone to tell you
that
you look good.
Like, yeah, I agree with that. Also with music, like, no. You don't need anyone to tell you anything.
That's actually healthy to think of it in a way of I trust myself and a million people could say something to me and it doesn't matter because I trust what I think and my opinion. So if 1 million people and you wake up tomorrow and 1 million people are hating on you, that will not, it's going to hurt. That's like, you're a human. If you see 1 million people saying horrible things about you, you're going to be like, what? But you also are so strong and you have such thick skin.
Like, I know who I am.
If you want to survive in this industry that you want to be in, you have to have thick skin.
The reality is that it doesn't matter what people say. It really does. Like, if you really digest something and you think about it, and I'm like, what does it matter what they say? As long as you have your family and your family knows you.
It's very true.
And you have your friends and people that love you and know you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure that's what really big celebrities like try to tell themselves. Like, it doesn't matter.
And they
don't know me.
Sydney Sweeney and that scandal that she just had. She's super famous.
What did she get in trouble? I saw something about that, but I didn't like.
For the campaign she did with American Eagle. And the campaign was like, Sydney Sweeney has good genes. Like, her genes are good.
Oh yeah, I saw. See, what I did see is some girl was like, so like, how do you feel about like white genetic supremacy? And I was like, oh my God.
But to me, she kept it so cool and so classy.
She was like, if I have a problem with something, I'll talk about it.
Exactly.
That's what I saw.
Period. I love you. I think that is the attitude you should have, and not like millions of people were saying things about her. And I think that people just like drama. Truly. Yeah. If you're on the internet talking about anything, you love drama.
You love drama. I don't even like talking about celebrities and they have no clue who we are.
Yeah.
It's like not, you know.
I think that if fame is what you're aiming for, I wish you the best of luck. And
salute to you.
And I think maybe in this next era that we have, people will realize that and they will actually succumb to the idea of fame as this brilliant, amazing, beautiful thing and how amazing it feels.
It's not.
You always like know once you experience even a glimpse of it. We're in the age of you can call yourself whatever you want and fake it till you make it. If you believe it, you're delusional. You know, you can make yourself famous. You can buy a blue check mark on Instagram, whatever. Like, it's all in your head at the end of the day.
It's all in your
literally all in your head.
That is so funny. Like, it's just you who thinks you're famous.
And that's fine. Everyone wants to be Kim Kardashian. That's like the goal for everybody.
There will never be another Kim Kardashian. Maybe in like 70 years once the whole family dies and passes away. And even then we're going to have the kids.
So like being an influencer to me is again, like you're just pretending and that's fine. Tell us what you guys think about fame and maybe give us some positive outlooks, positive perspectives on it, because I don't see anything positive about it.
Just give us your opinion on it.
If you had the opportunity to become famous, would you take it? And what would it be for? And what would you do with it if you did have that stature and that power of like a real influence? What would you do with it? What would you want to spread? What message would you want to spread? Everyone has their time and it's really in God's hands. It's not up to you whether you have that or not. And
it is up to your work ethic a little bit though, because if you don't do it, it won't happen.
Work ethic is the most important above all, above talent, above connections, above whatever.
Yeah.
Work ethic is the most passion.
Yeah. You just gotta you can't stay behind yourself, if that makes any sense. You always have to strive to be better, to do more, to be able to do this and this and that. And, you know, it's just always wanting more, being hungry. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you watching. We love you.
Send us an email at sydandpamcast@gmail.com and answer our questions in the email and send us more topics for next week. And we might give you a shout out if you guys give us a good question.
I know, we should do that. Shout out. We'll do a shout out if you send us a little message.
We'll make you famous for a second with our 200 views.
We love you guys.
Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.